Hey there everyone, Michael here. You saw that title, you know I'm going to talk about those advantages about not bringing a super heavy backpack into Walt Disney World. It was amazing, best ever, and I already know a lot of folks say, we have to bring our backpack in, whether it's medications or something, vital that you have to have with you. Totally get that. It's not for everyone, but I'm going to talk about the advantages of either taking no backpack or maybe something lighter so that you're not weighed down at a Disney park. Now you may remember from day 3 of my last Walt Disney World trip, I said goodbye to my backpack and left it in the room. Now before we head off for a magical day, I want to tell you about something. I got a backpack recently that is this big. Problem is it's so heavy. So today I'm going backpackless. I'm going to give it a try and see if I can make everything work without a backpack and some of my supplies. It turned out to be one of the most memorable things from my Walt Disney World trip was leaving the backpack in the room and how amazing, and I'm telling you the truth here, amazing I felt for the rest of the trip. This is freeing like you wouldn't believe it. I'm like running all over the place because I'm having such a great time without my backpack. Now I just weighed this backpack and it actually weighs 10.2 pounds. Now I understand not everybody is carrying this much equipment around Walt Disney World. I totally get that, but 10.2 pounds I took off my back walking over 10 miles in a day at Walt Disney World. But it was some of the other things that happened afterward that really started to surprise me. Not only did I have more energy to run around the park and have a great time, but I actually found myself going on more rides and taking more pictures. The reason is I didn't have to keep taking my backpack on and off for the pictures. Just as an example, I'd go in front of Cinderella Castle, I'd have to put the backpack near the photographer, they'd take a picture, I have to pick it back up, put it back on my back. That whole process was off the table. Now it seems like a small thing, it really does, but when you're at Walt Disney World and you're trying to move around, there are a lot of crowds, there's a lot of little things to it, and you have this one extra step and this one extra, thing on your back. It makes a huge difference. I was shocked at how big of a difference it made not to have my backpack in the parks. Another huge advantage to not having it with me was getting on and off rides easier. Think about Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Space Mountain. You take your seat, you put that restraining bar down, and then where do you put your backpack? You have to put it on top or kind of shove it in somewhere, and not having it just meant one less thing to worry about. I could just enjoy the magic so much more without having to worry about that backpack all the time. During my day in the park, I kept thinking about what I would be missing in this backpack, and it turns out it only was once or twice I was missing something, and it wasn't anything urgent. It was like an extra charger, but I had extra battery packs in my pocket, so I really didn't need anything at all that was in the backpack. You can only imagine how I felt when I realized that I was carrying around 10 extra pounds for no reason whatsoever. The only thing I really have to think about is some kind of poncho or rain gear that I'll bring with me to Walt Disney World, because in March there wasn't that much rain and I was lucky for that, but in the future I have to think about rain at Walt Disney World. It's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do about it. But don't worry, I just ordered a new kind of belt. I'll show you in a future equipment video, but it'll allow me to hook everything onto my belt. It's going to be super convenient, make everything much easier. I'll show you in the future. Now I'd love to hear from you. Do you think that there's something you can lighten from your backpack, or maybe you're thinking now about going backpackless to Walt Disney World, which I definitely recommend giving a try. Give it a try, see what you like, see what you can take out of that backpack that you don't absolutely need in the parks. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the poll and in the comments below. Thanks so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.